All right, Brian here. So now to pirate. Now, if you haven't already, if you guys could like my channel or this video and then subscribe, that would really help. 200 subscribers, and I can start posting active links in the descriptions. Anyway, so let's talk about pirating. So you started the game, you got your first two ships, you found your captains, and now you want to go pirate. Now, in order to become a pirate, you have to have a captain. Then you go to here, down here, the pirate. It turns to pirate. You got the skull and crossbones here. Plus, right here on the blue banner has a black bar that says you're a pirate. Now, in order for you to change that, okay, now see, where before these white ships were not visible because I couldn't see them, then they couldn't see me too, and so I could go back and forth to being a pirate. Now, since they can see me, I can't go to civil. Civil is what you are before you're a pirate. Now I got to find someone to attack. So this guy here has 150. Since these snakas have 150 max cargo, this says that this guy here is maxed out. So I'm on taking. I'm gonna get down here. Okay, and then I'll get it heading back. I want to save it. I always save before every assault. I just do. All right, and then you do this. Now, when this gray thing here, that gray arrow, that means that your pirate has targeted onto this ship, and it will sail in there. Okay, then steer manually. Now see, we got the wind behind us. So you never want to go straight onto a ship. You want to kind of be one side or the other. So that way, the ship will start turning into the wind eventually. Or at least that's the goal. This gets much better and faster when you have more advanced ships and they've been improved. But for right now, this is what you got to do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this ship, see, these things here will slow you down if you get hit. Oh, you got to do this to actually capture the ship. And then they fight. Then your men go over to there to take it over. I had 16, 5 here. Now I have 11. Okay, and I just took that ship. Now, if you click on that ship, it's called the Heart of the Sea. It has 14 timber, value is 0. Now it will automatically go back to your home port. Whenever you capture a ship, it will automatically go back to your home port. However, you want to send this ship here to unload its cargo so you can use it or sell it. Then you want to immediately go send it after one of the other captains. And you want to just keep doing it. Now see, this here is a cog Bertha. It has 12 people, but it's a merchant ship. There's no cannons. If they have no cannons, they have no cutlasses, and cutlasses is what you use. So what I do is I'm going to get ready to take this guy, but first I got to check something. I got to check to see if I was seen pirating. So I save it again, and then I fast forward. It is now May 13th. Now if someone is going to accuse me of this crime, they'll do it in 5 days. So by the 18th, I should get indicted if I'm going to. So I fast forward until this says the 19th. All right, I made it past. That means I just got this ship. I'm not indicted. So I go back. Yes, this is time consuming, I admit. This is, the beginning of the game tends to be the hardest for me, or the longest anyway. And so I just took that one. So this ship here is on its way to here. I'm about ready to take this one here. Now I have 11 guys, but I have 4 cutlasses. They have, it says 12, but they'll have 10. They always have the minimum. Unless they have cannons, they have the minimum number required, and for cogs, that's 10. So I'm going to go a little bit south of this guy, because if you attack him here, this guy will see it for sure. So you want to get to where no one is directly looking at him. Well, this guy might, but he's a bit far behind. Then you target him. Let's take it. Let's take it. See, this time the wind's going this way, so I'm doing this. So I'll be on the downwind of this guy. Now, obviously, since this guy requires 10 minimum, and I have 11, most of my guys will go here when this is over. And that's okay. You can be down to 1 and 1, and you can still sail back to port. You just can't leave your port once you get there. Remember to click your capture, so when you hit it, you can capture it. Now you want to make sure you capture it as fast as possible. So the longer it takes, the more likely you're going to get indicted. And indictment is just a part of the game. And that's why we save it. See, if you save it and you get indicted, then you reload it and try the battle again, and you keep doing it until you don't get indicted, then you save it and you move forward. See, 6 went to there, 4 stayed here. I had 11, 1 died. Okay, now you do this. Now, right when you come out of battle, you can change this. But then, you can't. So, you go back to port. Save it again. Okay, fast forward 6 days, 13th, so we're going to 19th. If I make it to 19th without being indicted, that means I'm great. Oh, I got an indictment. Several witnesses to a recent pirate attack have sworn that they recognize your ship, Pirate 1, with a pirate flag running at the mast, capturing Hanseatic League ships. We will investigate this atrocious charge. Okay, now there is a way to get, if for whatever reason you can't get out of an indictment. Like say you captured a ship, but you did it so far ago that all your save games, and I always have 5, cycle through 5, and excuse me, there is a way to fix it. Otherwise, I would just do like this time here, load the previous save game. That's why I have 5. I got Brian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's all because of pirating. And then you go back out to it, and you redo it again, and you keep doing it until you capture it. And that's what you do. Now you do that, and you keep collecting captains. And I'll go into that more in a video either later today or tomorrow. Because you want a lot of ships. You want every single white ship gone. Well, as I do. That's my game style. Some don't mind having all the ships there and they just want to go. Now, see, if I could buy and take over a competitor and then just buy them out, get all their stuff, and have them disappear, that's fine. But you can't buy out competitors, and that I wish that would change. But then I wouldn't pirate. But until then, I want every one of these white ships gone. Okay, now let me show you what it should look like when you're done. Okay, 0 white ship, 27 city. This is my generic save after I've nearly completed wiping out all the white ships. And let me show you what you're working towards. Okay, see, I got blue ships stationed everywhere, so I can find out where ships are. There's still this guy here. I gotta capture. And well, actually, this guy was the guy I auctioned off, and I'll get into that again later. But yeah, see, every port has a ship, and the reason why you want that is so you can go through and look for captains. You just go to port to port to port without moving any ships, and because there's always several captains. If you went in, see, there's another captain, 1, 2. That's pretty bad. I would never keep him. And then you go here. Every single city has 1 or 2 ships, preferably 2 ships. That way, like say if Ladoga here, if they had a captain, then I could hire him, send, like say Iceland, I would send it back to my home base in Ladoga, and at the same time, I would take one of these and send it back to there. That way, constantly happenings. Anyway, that's pirating. That's how you pirate. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Keep an eye out after this video for one about a free book download you can do if you're interested in fantasy, role-playing, RPG style books with gods, armies, and such. Anyway, you all take care, and I hope you enjoy this game. Again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Please like, please subscribe. This all helps me. You all take care. Okay, so this is the book I was referring to in the video. The Unsuspecting Mage is the first book of my epic fantasy series, the Morsai Saga. The Morsai Saga itself is 7 books long. I'm giving this one away for free. Just follow the link in the description, and you can download it from Amazon. If you're international Amazons, some of them are free, some are not. I'm working on that. They flow back and forth. Anyway, it's all about a high school student who goes for a job. Want to be a mage? Then do we have the job for you? Sounded great for a veteran role player. When on-the-job training entailed battling demons, learning magic through trial and error, and living in a world without toilet paper, things could get rough. But to be dropped in the middle of a forest and having to do it on your own with no instruction, welcome to James's world. The picture, this is James, and he just entered the forest. And that happens at the end of the first chapter. So there's not a great amount of build-up. The book itself is about an RPGer who goes into another world, has to learn magic, and uses experience from his own RPG time and reading books to help him thrive. So if you're interested, give it a follow the link in the description. Download it. That would help me out an awful lot, and I'd appreciate it. And who knows, you might find yourself a new series. You all take care, and I hope you enjoy it.